Living life in the military has its advantages, but it has disadvantages too. Like I never had a hometown, and I didn't have friends for life. But I did learn, I think, or did become better at being more resilient and accepting. But when I was 12 years old, we moved from Massachusetts to Texas to Panama. I was in the 6th grade and went to 3 different schools, and that was kind of rough. But when I got to Texas, I experienced a whole different kind of attitude that I'd never seen before. Because in the military, we were always around a lot of different people, and you learned how to adjust and adapt, and you learned that everyone had value. My first day of school, I went out to the playground, and I'd been in my classroom, went out to the playground, and I walked over to 3 little black girls, and I wanted to meet them, get to know them. And behind me, the white girls from my class yelled at me and said, "Hey, don't you be going over there with them N-words." And I was like, what? I had no idea what they were talking about. I'd never heard the word before. I kind of suspected it was not a good thing. And I went home and talked to my grandma, and she said, well, that's just the way things are here. And it didn't sit well with me, and I still remember it to this day. Granted, this was 1972, only 8 years after Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act. Now, though, segregation is the highest it's ever been since that time, and violence against Black people, especially by police, is a pandemic all in its own. What is our excuse now, almost half a century later?